Neil, the extrovert, worked every day to make people laugh. I'm naturally introverted, but over the years he rubbed off on me. For example, moving back to Calgary 20 years ago, we started a stampede breakfast for families in our cul-de-sac. Close relationships with our neighbors have grown from there. Neil rode his bicycle to work year-round for years before he retired. So when diagnosed at age 64 with multiple systems atrophy, a rapidly progressing form of Parkinson's disease, it was a shock. He went from riding his bike to work in 2009 to being unable to scratch his nose in 2015. By 2012, Neil had declined to the point of needing home care. Personal care workers came 2 to 3 times a day. We could have up to 20 different people per week come to assist. As he began to lose his ability to speak, I had to continually train and retrain almost every person, and I was still working. I would leave the house daily feeling like my hair was on fire, fly home at lunch to help him to the washroom, and hurry home after work because he had been alone most of the day. One day, our home care case manager mentioned self-managed care. Open to almost anything, we signed up for the first available orientation that was 2 months later. Over those 2 months, I learned more about it. The possibility of hiring our own workers and the consistency that provided appealed to us. Neil went from using a cane to a walker to a wheelchair during this time, and I felt completely overwhelmed. After 10 minutes of the orientation class, all I heard was wah, 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 wah. It was 2 hours long, and we were sent home with PowerPoint slides and my limited notes. There was nothing for us to refer back to as we began the complex process of providing personal directives and income statements, establishing a business, setting up a bank account, getting approved by AHS, writing a job description, determining what hours to cover, how many people to hire, how to set up CPP, EI, payroll, renovating the house to accommodate his wheelchair, all while coping with rapid deterioration of Neil's physical abilities and working full-time. Thankfully, we had our family and friends to support us. Without them, it wouldn't have happened. 7 months after that orientation class, 9 months after finding out about self-managed care, our primary caregiver, Mildred, started. Our lives changed dramatically. Over the next 2.5 years, she evolved with and accommodated Neil's needs. As he lost different abilities, she strategized with us and would do anything we needed. I became Neil's wife again instead of just his caregiver. Neither one of us would have survived without our Mildred. Those final years were filled with some of the best memories of our life together. Neil had a belly laugh. His whole body shook, even as it became more paralyzed. Friends and neighbors would pop in for coffee or to ask if we needed anything from the store. The neighborhood's kids came to visit or to show Mr. Neil their new Frozen dresses. He was part of the community to the very end. Now, as a member of Parkinson's support networks, I regularly tell people about self-managed care. I hope the process has gotten easier. I'd hate to think that people could miss out on some meaningful memories with their loved ones because getting the process started was overwhelming.